What up everyone, it's your man Xman87 here, bringing you another Marvel Legends news video, and what I have for you today is the new Marvel Legends Nimrod deluxe figure reveal, along with a few other topics I'd like to discuss. But before we get into everything, if you could please leave a thumbs up like rating on the video, it'll help show your support for my channel and I greatly appreciate it. Now with that said, let's talk about it. Just a short video today since we only got one reveal, but first off, let me go over a re-release that's happening sometime in 2026, and that's the Marvel Legends MCU Iron Man Mark III. Dan Yoon took to tweet on X and stated that some re-releases will have pre-orders going through November for fan channel exclusives. This is one of them, and the next reveal is one that follows suit. At Lucca, Italy Comic-Con earlier today, it was revealed that Nimrod will be getting a re-release as a solo deluxe. He was first released in that Amazon exclusive X-Force 3-pack along with Psylocke and Phantom X back in fall of 2020. And now, 5 years later, it's finally getting a re-release with a few changes, and I'll go over what they are. So it's the same mold as before with nothing new added there. I know that's going to bother some people because it was as stiff as a brick with lack of movement. I really didn't have a problem with the first one as he looked aesthetically correct, but I can see why other people didn't like it, and it's mainly due to the articulation. I just don't know how much more range you can get with a character that's built like a chunky block. Although 5 years later, they should have done something to add more room for improvement. Maybe if they'd have given him a new torso, adding a lower ball jointed waist, giving him more ankle flexibility, and retool the arms to pinless. With just those three I mentioned alone, then it would make for a positive difference for POA. However, the only changes come from having a new deco, so he doesn't have the more modern House of X deco, he has the classic color schemes, so I think visually he pops more. You got more of those sharp magenta stripes that almost look cel-shaded. I don't think this is based off the cartoon judging by the packaging, but the deco here works and it fits the character well in figure form, so I do like that. Not just the stripes, but other magenta fill-in areas like the hips and fingers, so again, it all pops. I'm hoping for them to recreate the vintage Toy Biz X-Force 1 in the red and black colorways. That was my Nimrod as a kid, so it would be cool if they did that version on a retro card. I just think he looks so much cooler in red and black. That would be the Nimrod I'd want most in my display. For accessories, everything is pretty much the same with having the same fists, open hands, and blast effects, but we do get two new classic style heads where the last one had one classic and one modern. So the yelling head here is so classic and it looks so good. The other head looks like one from the last figure, but after looking at it, it's new as I'm looking at the last figure since I have it in my hands as I speak to you. The one notable accessory they removed were the wings. For some reason they decided to cut that out, so if they didn't fill the holes in the back, you can still put the wings on him, I would assume. If, you still have the old one, that would be an option. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So my final thoughts is not much. I mean, it's just a repaint, so nothing to get too excited about. I do wonder what they are going to price this at. It's most likely going to be $38.99 if I had to guess, which I remember his 3-pack on Amazon was on sale forever at like only $30. So if you picked up that set for $30 or less, because I picked up a couple of them for around like 25, 27 bucks when I was army building some Nimrods, then you won out, as that's averaging $10 a figure, especially this being a deluxe slash BAF type of build, which would ideally cost more. So I don't see why you would want this if you scored that pack unless you desire a dedicated classic Nimrod or you are a completist. I honestly don't see why Hasbro should charge you $40 for this, and it's missing an accessory from the last one. I mean, I know why, but it just shouldn't be the case for something a little outdated without proper enhancements. But, Hasbro's gonna Hasbro for fillers like this. But I guess, to be fair, honestly, now that I think about it, it has been a long time, 5 years, so I think the price has gone up. I think that 3-pack goes for like maybe 150 now, and maybe Nimrod by himself goes for like $70, you know. So yeah, I could see why they would re-release this. So for those that missed out, you know, it's just a good second chance offer, pretty much. No details on release info, but one can assume it'll probably go up sometime in November, and that would be lining up what Dan Yoon tweeted on X for some re-releases coming up in November for the pre-orders, so stay tuned. Just a small update I want to provide here, just to add more fun to the teaser speculation, but someone in my comments from the last video who goes by the name of @July_O, which I think spells out Julio, bro, that's what I'm thinking, but I don't know why I found it funny, but whatever. He brought up something I found interesting to me, and he pointed out that the missiles from the teaser looks like the ones from Rocket Raccoon issue number 8. And you know what? He may very well be right. So thank you for bringing that up. I'm loving all your guesses here that Rocket had the orange and black gear, so if we do see him, it might be that version. It could be a pack-in with the deluxe group. I don't know, man. We just don't know. So I just hope the next Guardians of the Galaxy team they make is all in matching uniforms, because they've all been released in mismatched uniforms or different eras. Like, I don't want any of that, you know, mismatch uniforms and eras bullshit. Like, that just drives my OCD nuts. Just give me that complete 2008 Guardians of the Galaxy roster with Bug, Mantis, Quasar, and even Groot in his blue and red uniform. I would love to see that. And the rest of the gang in blue and red matching unis. A new comic Gamora is sorely needed. Putting her on the upgraded female torso, chef's kiss right there. I would be all over that. And that 2008 run of Guardians of the Galaxy, that was my favorite Guardians of the Galaxy team of all time. I know they made the blue and red unis for the MCU, but I'm not talking MCU, man. You know I'm talking about comics. I want the comic versions done. Another speculation I have about a past teaser, which was those gold bars. It just dawned on me randomly when I was playing Fortnite the other day. But Doom was the villain in the last Marvel Fortnite season. And so maybe those gold bars might be a Gamerverse Fortnite Dr. Doom figure. I mean, Latveria was a location in Fortnite that you could be able to play in. It might be a stretch, but at the same time, might not be far off either. So I just wanted to share my thoughts quickly on that. Let me know what you think. I still think it could be Lucian Bombardis. That's what I said last time. One last thing before I skedaddle out of here, stay tuned for my next video. It's going to be a special one, and I'm excited to talk about this certain topic. It'll definitely give us a lot to talk about. So yeah, stay tuned. Now I can get back to you. What do you think about this re-release for a classic Nimrod? Copying or passing? Who else do you see or feel that needs a re-release? Comment below, let me know, we'll chat about it. Thanks for watching another Marvel Legends news video. Please follow me on Instagram if you haven't already at xman87. Hit the notification bell so you always know when my latest videos are up. Share and subscribe if you're new. See you on the next video. Peace, peace.